quit the job that I was burned out at. Like I still had bills. Okay. I didn't just pick up immediately and quit, but you have to find a way to cope through the burnout while you're creating what's next for you. And this involves really good self-care. So what does that look like? That looks like sleeping, but not oversleeping. You still need to get up and go exercise. But instead of doing crazy intense exercises, maybe you do a 20-minute run interval and a yoga class. Maybe you go for a gentle walk and do like a gentle yoga or Pilates class. Okay, maybe it's going to actually relieve your stress to do an intense like boot camp type of workout. If so, go for it. But listen to your body. A lot of nurses are physically exhausted because they're on their feet so much. Same thing with other like physical occupations like an ambulance driver, EMS worker, a soldier. Those people can have really physical careers. So make sure that you're resting properly. And resting is not just sleeping. Resting is actually just like sitting on your couch, listening to music or hanging out with your pets and just like chilling, watching a movie, reading a book, or just like staring into space, okay? Like you just need to stress and relax. Okay, and it's really important during this time that you are feeding your body properly. It's so easy to turn to alcohol and junk food and sugar and eating out to cope through the stress, but that is going to decrease your immunity. It's going to make your mood worse, okay? And it's ultimately going to make you feel like crap. So be focusing on eating whole foods, balanced nutrition. Okay, step number 4. Now you need to start reevaluating what you're gonna do. This is really important. And this was the phase that I was in as I was creating my business, was like reevaluating my life. I was like, wait a minute, this is not the life that I want to be living. Like I'm going to be 37 in 6 months and I am not living the life that I want. Like, wait a minute, stop the presses. Okay. This is where you need to do some soul searching, some journaling, hire a life coach, get a mentor, consult a spiritual advisor, hold a seance. Whatever you got to do, okay, you need to reevaluate where you're at if you want to make a change. Okay, so start asking yourself, like, what does your ideal day look like? Like, if you could have your dream life, what does that look like? Where do you wake up? Who are you next to? What do you do first thing in the morning? What kind of impact do you have in the world? How do you spend your afternoon? What do you do in your evenings? Okay. Are you traveling? Do you live anywhere in the world? Are you in your neighborhood? Are you serving locally, like in your community? Like, are you working online? Like, what are you doing? Okay. I want you to start creating that ideal day. And I want you to write down all the things you hate about your current job and all the things that you love to do in life and start to contrast them. Like, are the things that you love to do, are they at your job? If they're not, then you need to take a hard look about making a change. And then the next step is to think about what you're going to do. Are you going to go part-time? Do you need a new career? Like, what's next? So some people are able to scale back to part-time at their current job while they explore new options. That's a great way to do it. You can scale back to part-time and then look for a new career. Okay? You can also just quit outright, guys. I've quit a job outright without another job lined up. Guess what? I was totally fine. I went and found another job. If you can hustle, okay, then you can find a job. Like, I have no shame. I'll go be a nanny. I'll go be a waitress. Like, I'll go do whatever I got to do to make money, okay? But I am not going to stay at a job that makes me completely miserable anymore. And neither should you if it's causing physical and emotional burnout. Start to brainstorm, like, what's your next step? Maybe you need to hire like a career coach or a life coach who's going to help you like create that new vision for your life and really guide you in that process. And think about like, where do you want to be a year from now? If you don't want to be at that job, sitting at that desk, miserable, then it's time to make a change. So to recap the 5 steps: 1, admit you have burnout. 2, start to scale back. 3, practice really good self-care. 4, enter the reevaluation phase, journal, start to engage in what's next. And then 5, make a move, whether it's going to part-time, starting a new career, or just quitting outright. Okay, all of those things are acceptable. You guys, I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you're dealing with burnout. Send me a message on Instagram. Let me know, because I really want to support people through this. There's hope. And whatever you want to create for your life is totally possible. You have been listening to the Positive Thread podcast. Tune in every week for new episodes on nutrition, mindset, entrepreneurship, and holistic wellness. You can follow us on Instagram at The Positive Thread and reach us at www.thepositivethread.com. Thanks for tuning in.